What is up guys, Patterson here, and today's FIFA 18 The Real RTG video. We're going to be doing some trading, some squad battles, a few things inside of Ultimate Team. So on screen you could have seen like 5 seconds ago that pretty much every clip in this video is either from the 28th, 29th or 30th. So we're coming up against our first opponent here and it's got a decent team. So our FUT Champions is coming soon. I think it's like 3 or 4 days when I'm recording the audio for this video. But what I'm going to do is, if I don't actually upload on one day, I want to keep the footage from that day and include it into the next day's video pretty much. So this is like 3 days worth of footage from FIFA 18. I did cut a lot of it out, like some of the trading I cut out when I don't want people to see me trading methods. I just left in how much coins and stuff I got at the time and how much it went up by. So FIFA 18 is here, it's been fully released. It's kind of, the market's trying to stabilise itself at the minute a little bit, so the player prices are pretty much all over, which is why in this video you can see we've got nearly 100k already, and this is on the 27th or 26th, I can't remember what day it was because it's like a week later for me now. So as you can see, we picked up Alejandro Gomez for 28k. At the time that was a bargain, I think, but I think now he's still the same price. But I think for the upcoming weekend league team, I haven't got a clue what I'm going to do yet. In one of the future videos that I done like a couple of days ago, I did actually put together a full team and spend pretty much every coin I had. And then I just didn't like the players at all, it was just terrible. So I ended up selling that on, and pretty much this is where we are now, the first few days of FIFA 18. This is during the either past release or during the release day, a few days after. So we'll go into squad battles here, and pretty much what I know, when the first few days came out with squad battles, I was playing either legendary or world class, but currently I can't even beat world class anymore, so I don't know if they've actually changed the difficulty of each level or something's definitely changed, as it just doesn't feel right. So you can see my team, yeah, it looks decent, but the problem is you've got players playing at cam who are either centre mids or CDMs. But my main cam is Milo Sergevic, something like that. He's a Serbian who plays for Lazio, and his card is unbelievable. He's 6'3", he's decent in the air, he's pretty much one of the most well-rounded cards on the game. So you can see, yeah, we've just got 1 goal in that game and we got 1,800, which is not bad. I'm pretty sure legendary is where you want to be for pretty much every game to get top 100. But I'm not very good at squad battles, and I'm probably not going to play them when FUT Champions actually comes out. I just think that's the best way to go. Either play the ones throughout the week and just not play the squad battles on the weekend. So I think I got confused when you had to update your opponents. I thought if you updated your opponents then you play your games, and then you're pretty much playing catch up with everyone else where you actually get the chance to play your games. But it doesn't work like that. It's either update at that time or you miss the full time slot, which I didn't realise. So I did actually miss out on a few things to get Elite 1 or Top 100. I'm pretty sure I missed out on like 8 games, which is like 2 slots, which could be nearly 10,000 points extra, which would have probably got us in Top 100. Or so we'll just have a look at Alejandro Gomez's stats. Yeah, he's good at dribbling, he's not great at shooting or strength, which is 2 of the things that you need in this game. I would say his dribbling is unbelievable for a player that stature. In the team I probably want to go for next is a full Casio A team with Insigne, Mertens. I've tried Manolas, he wasn't that great, and neither was Socrates, I thought he was pretty bad. But as you can see, the team with the build-up play is very good. It plays very nicely in squad battles. Sometimes in the online seasons it's okay as well, but not very great. I've been continuing to do a few SBCs and stuff like that throughout the week. I've been trying to build them up and do a huge pack opening that will probably come in the next video. As you can see here, we entered the draft with a free draft token. We've done in one of the videos before this one. And it wasn't so great of a draft, to be honest. We got Dembele on the left, Sung on the left, But I shouldn't have went with this formation, because I've never used this one before in any FIFA. I should have went with something I knew, which is a bad thing to do. I think FIFA this year is going to be a lot different, just with the gameplay already and how meta most teams are already playing in higher divisions. I think last night I was playing just on my other PS4 and I got beat 3 times in online divisions back to back by identical teams pretty much, with the SBC Player of the Month Manny, Rashford from Man U. You've got pretty much every overpowered fast player in the Premier League over 50k. You had Gabriel Jesus. His team was just unbelievable, and to be honest, my team was nowhere near his, but you can see that's a factor straight away if you're matched up against someone with an unbelievable team and you're just trying to save your coins to get better players. I think this year is going to be one year where overpowered players are only overpowered for so long. I know in my case it is so far that overpowered players only get you so far. So as you can see, the draft here, we did get Aspilicueta and Ericsson, and the team doesn't look that bad, but it's really slow in the midfield. And we've got a few players that I didn't really want in there, and Daley Blind, Chadley and Ramsey. Is that Mesa? I think that's Mesa. But we did get a 184 and full chemistry. And we did get Ronaldo, but I don't think that's... He's good, but he doesn't really carry a team like you would like him to. And the formation really didn't do good justice. So we'll probably go in the game here, so just look through the rest of the squad. So I haven't really been uploading that much recently. Just I had to watch the dog a lot of the time, and he doesn't like me actually talking because he gets proper wound up and starts barking at the window. So that's why I haven't really been I've been recording, I just haven't been recording the audio for the videos, so I just keep the videos and edit them down and release them when I can. I think that's the best way to do it, instead of trying to rush to get videos out in one day, which sometimes I can do, but most of the time I would rather do a quality video over like a 3-4 days and do like a 2 or 3 hour video, depends on how much content that actually is at the time. Which a lot of the time I edit most of it out, the bad squad battle videos where it's just boring, just 1 or 2 goals. But I do actually like the draft because you get better rewards this time round, and there's pretty much no good opponents until the last 2-3 games. Let's get a drink there. So you can see one of my trading methods here. I shouldn't really show that because not many people know it. Well, at the time, I was pretty much bidding on every shut off and then relisting them for 1.2k. So as you can see by the corner, and that was a great header by Ronaldo. So I don't really know what's going on with FIFA defending goalkeepers, pretty much everything in the game. But it just doesn't. I think FIFA 17 was a lot more put together and a lot more fluid in the gameplay. Every time I go in the game, I don't know if I can do anything, pretty much. I don't think there's much skill involved in the gameplay at the minute. They pretty much took defending and just ruined it, in my opinion. Especially the way the gameplay is right now, I just don't think it works very well for someone playing 40 games every weekend. Where I think last year it was probably the best gameplay in FIFA they've ever done. But I don't know why they've changed it. I think the way defending and goalkeeping works in general in the game isn't very good. They definitely favour the attacker, and there's probably more momentum in this game than there ever has been in the past. I'll show you in a few clips here we've got of this FUT draft match. We can see we're 2-2, and he pretty much just scores from anywhere with any player, which is pretty annoying when you're trying to actually play football in the game, which doesn't really work out. As we can see here, Thomas scores a perfect goal. But I don't know what they've actually done defending, but I think last year I could play 10 to 15 games in a session on FUT Champions just to get it out there. But this year, I think you're going to be seeing people playing maybe 1 or 2 games, taking a half an hour break and then come back. and then do that, because the games are like full feature length games with actual end-to-end football, and it's a video game at the end of the day, and the defending just isn't very good at all. It doesn't make sense. I just don't like it at all. I just want to get that out there. But as we can see, we get the loss in the draft there, and we get bad packs as usual. So as we open the packs, we get a silver pack first, and we skip it because I know it's nothing good. But it's still nothing good. Nothing really that you can sell. Silvers at the minute, unless the shiny in from the Superliga, go for around 8 to 900 coins each, unless they're actually a good player. I think I sold some player from some team that only had one centre mid for 5.6k the other day, so sometimes you get good players, but since there's no real league SBCs for more than 2 players, you're not going to get many players to sell, so you pretty much store them in your club and keep them. So as we're getting this pack, not even a rare gold, but we're not really bothered. This was actually the second free draft token we got, so that's how I went to the draft there. That's why I wasn't so bothered about losing, which is probably the bad mentality you have when going in to a draft. But open the next one, we do get a few flares and just some rare golds again. We do get Eric Dyer here, I do believe, and he's an 82 overall, decent card. He sells for around 2,000 coins, and else in the pack, I can't even remember what it is, but nothing great. I think that was the first round exit, so you probably got around 12 to 13,000 coins in packs, which isn't very great. But I think if you get either the first round exit, you should actually get something that resembles that, or like some coins in the pack or something like that. I know sometimes when you win you do get a draft token back, which I think if you win you should get either a guaranteed draft token back so you can keep entering, 15,000 coins to actually do what you want with, then the additional pack so you're actually getting something. But so far, the time I won the draft, which is on the channel, has actually been very good. So as you can see, yeah, we're going to the next game, and I don't even know what this is, because this video was like a few days old. I think it's squad battles, but it might be online seasons. It is online seasons, and I'm with me, is that me French Calcio Bundesliga team, which is with the Frel, Ben Arfa, Cyprian, Sanson, Hector, Abraham, Stark, I do believe, Foreman, I can't remember the rest. Wise and Lukaku, I think that's who it is. But this team's very decent as well, but actually sold this eventually at some point. So what I'm doing at the minute is try to get as many coins as I can to buy an icon. Isn't an icon? I was going to say a legend, but it is an icon. Because I want an icon to build my team around to start with and then see where we go. I think that's probably the best thing to do, and just keep the icon for the full year. But I don't want to just rush into it and not get the icon I enjoy, so that's why I'm going to kind of wait until I see if the prices level out. But for FUT Champions we do need a squad for the upcoming days, so I haven't decided about that yet. But I am excited for FUT Champions. It's a good thing to see, but every opponent I've pretty much faced that's beat us so far has had Gabriel Jesus and Rashford and a few other Premier League big names, and Eriksen and Dembele. So what I want to try and do is get a team that can rival that, but I don't want to pay 50k for each striker. That will cost around 400k for a full Premier League OP squad, which I don't really want to do that, so I'm probably going to aim for Calcio A or try and get a hybrid in the Bundesliga. But I think the best way to do it is actually just wait on the market instead of just rushing in, because I did actually rush in buy a full Premier League squad in a video in a few days, which didn't really, well, it was a good team, it just didn't really, the defence was just terrible. I had Manolas and Socrates, and they were both, I got both of them for around 50k for both centre backs and the goalkeeper, which isn't bad for when you see Eric Bailly in his stats, and he's 50k himself, so it's not that bad. But they just didn't work very well together, they didn't fit, they didn't cover each other's position, or always out pushing forward. They just didn't feel right in the defence. So I ended up selling that team, which was a full Premier League team, and it actually made around, I think it was 50 to 60k profit, which was quite decent at the time because I needed it to try and get my coin balance up there, as well as my coin boosts have currently run out. So I don't really have much to get coins with now except trading, which I don't really enjoy trading that much unless I find a player I can just spam. That's the only reason I do trading, which I do with Shatov and a few other players that I probably won't name, to keep their identity hidden. But as you can see, we're in our silver pack, and we did get a silver, I was going to say informed, it's a rare, and I'm going to keep him because he might be useful in the future. But decent card for a silver. You might never know, there might be a day in Autotone where they put in a silver requirement or something like that, so people might want to buy them. A few squad fitnesses there, I don't think they'll go for much at the minute. So if you're trying to sell the squad fitnesses, I would wait until FUT Champions comes out and then sell them. So you can see here we've got 4 packs, and we're going to open these here to see what we get. So I don't really know when you can tell that you get a border player unless the boards come up. But as you can see here, we did get big Sammy E from, I think that's Analyspo or something like that. But you can see the coins are still going up here, selling stuff between clips. A lot of the time it's the trading method I do use, which currently I think it's got us around 2 to 300k at the video I'm up to now. So I think it's really just getting enough to buy a batch of players on bid at around 650 coins and just releasing them as fast as you can to get the coins back to release the money back into the player. So it's pretty simple, you just look for the player you think that's going to go for many coins, maybe Nastasic from Schalke or something like that, and you can sell them for around 1.2, 1.3. But since I've done that, I knew the prices would go down eventually, and they're now around 900 coins, so they're not really worth doing unless you can get them for 650 and just relist them. You're making like 100 coins each, which isn't very great. And as you can see, we get Bezic there, he doesn't sell for anything, which you think he would, but I don't know why. So you can see the pack here, a few fitnesses, few contracts. We got Toulon from Dortmund, decent right back for, it's around 350 coins, he doesn't go for much. But as you can see, at Belgium, I think that's a flag, badge, which we are going to change our badge to the lion one. I haven't picked it up yet, but I will soon. And the icons, I'm thinking about either purchasing or just watching the price, or Desai CDM version. I think that looks like a B601, medium high work rates, so him and Bakayoko would be a decent partnership, but he's an 88 overall, so I don't know if he's worth 500k, but I'll probably either put a bid on one to try and get one under 500. Because at that price you can actually get Robert Perez's left mid card, which is an 88 overall, which I don't think is worth it at all. I think there's a lot of icons that are currently too expensive. I think there's the left back, Petite I think he is, but he's got 80 pace and he's got a terrible card. And he's around 250k, I think that's a bit expensive. I thought that was actual, I don't know who that was, but I thought it was Iniesta, I wasn't watching the screen. It was Denis Suarez, he sells for around 2k, and King. Another player that's actually gives a lot of trouble in online seasons, I don't know why, because his card isn't really that good, but he's very powerful one running through goal. So as you can see, he had just a few goals to sell for around 750 each. Some of them King sells for around 4k. Just need a cough there. And we've got Marouane Fellaini, who's got decent physical for a CDM, but they pretty much just destroy every card. If you're a slow CDM and you probably got around 60 pace, they just like, they bump your physical and stamina up high if you can stay in position, but if you've got high work rates and low stamina, you pretty much can't get anywhere. I've seen that a lot actually in squad battles when you come against a computer. When you come against low overall players, you normally actually hardly never get a goal in the first 45 minutes until around the 70th minute and you start scoring 5-6 goals, which has happened a lot. Actually, something I was supposed to be bringing up is, if you're new to the channel and you pretty much don't know what's going on, it's pretty much just a Road to Glory series with a kind of just a new thing that I'm trying to do is change the direction of each video to something else. I don't just want to keep doing squad battles or online seasons or trading. So I'm trying to keep every video a little bit of everything, which I know is kind of difficult at times because you got to play a full 4 games of squad battles each day to actually get anywhere in the squad battle leaderboard. So you can see here we're trying to do some sniping for Tonelli, which is a good player to snipe on because he's got good pace, good defending, good physical, and a kind of a fan favourite for pretty much everyone. So the next one here, there was marquee matchups out, and pretty much every Manchester City player that was gold went for around 3-4k on a buy now. So at the time, I think a lot of new players were getting the game, so they were trying to list players up for cheap. So this is pretty much my sniping filter, which is kind of just putting in the max buy now and pretty much just keep spamming it. This actually takes you for hours to try and get one of these players, especially in a main league and a main club like Man City. I don't even think I got any. Oh, we got Mangala there, I think. I can't remember, it's going too fast. But this is pretty much what you have to do to try and get coins fast, which I wanted to show that. We did get a Mendy there for 1.3, which is the first player. He sold for around 2.7, I do believe, which is good considering the market at the minute. And you can pretty much do this for every marquee matchup that comes on the market or the SBCs. You look in pretty much every team they've got there, so let's say they have Leon and Lille. You put in the gold, you put in the league, you put in the team, you put in the... Just keep looking at the buy now and see what the actual lowest buy now is for every player. As you can see here, we do this with Marseille players as them are also going for around 2-3k. So I do believe I picked some up here and we listed them back on, or used them in the marquee matchups, which I think I've already done. So the marquee matchups were Marseille, Lyon and Lille players, that's why I said it, or something like that. So the player prices were sky high, and any player over 80 and from the same team under 1.2 to 1.3k is also a good buy for pretty much anyone. You can pretty much make nearly double your profit on every player. Sometimes they actually release non-rare golds and they go for more than the shiny players, which is another thing to keep in mind because a lot of the time people prefer the non-rare golds instead of the shiny players for some reason. I think it was either this one or a different one I was doing. I think it was a Calcio one, where if you actually put in buy now on 750 and you look at the gold players that were shiny, they went for less than the non-rares that were actually going for like 1 or 2k for a right back, when you could get, I think it was Basta for 1.6 and the shinies were going for 1.7 to 1.8 and the non-rares were going for 2.8. So sometimes you just have to look and actually be smart about your decisions. I think a lot of the times you can actually get nearly every player from every SBC by sniping. It takes quite a lot longer than just overpaying for everybody. But if you're on a kind of a budget and trying to get packs fast without actually wasting every coin you had, it's a good way to do it. This kind of tip makes advice for the full FIFA. It'll work for every marquee matchup, work for nearly every league SBC, would get Tonelli there for a good price. He would flip for double whatever we paid for him. So I think it was last year where this worked as well for marquee matchups. But this also, the sniping filter also works for want to watch cards and inform. All you would have to do is change the buy now price to pretty much anything and just wait till the end of the page. Which, that's a kind of annoying one. I wish they actually added in FIFA. where instead of holding R1 to go on the market of the end page on a bid or a bin, you've got to actually wait until you press R1 about 1,000 times. So we've got 2 extra packs here. One's a gold pack, one's got the want to watch thing on. As usual, didn't get any rares in that one, but we're down to 88,000 coins after buying them players and trading with them, but they're on the transfer list to be sold at the minute, so we'll probably see how much we get back from that. And we'll get a premium gold pack. You can see the design on the card is for want to watches, which are currently out, and I haven't really bought any. And we do get a, I don't know what they're actually called, sideboards, but we did get Mustafi, who goes for around 4k, which I did sell. I wish they'd actually changed the, not the animation, but something about when you get an 84, 83, 82 player instead, because you think you've gotten a walkout nearly every time, which is kind of annoying. I wish they would just put one board in the middle for 84s and 83s, which is kind of annoying, but I guess that's the way EA works. I just don't think about the repercussions of making slow packs. So you can see here we did actually bid on a lot of players, and it's pretty much a rinse and repeat thing. You can see Shatov for 650 coins, which is a bargain really. At the time you could sell them for 1.6, 1.7, and sometimes actually on bid he went for around 2,500 coins. Because he's such a cheap player, you can actually get rid of him fairly quickly. That was 1.4, so you can see you're making double your profit and tax, so you're not really paying tax on anything. And I think EA don't really let you trade for, let's say I bought a full list of Shatovs for 650 coins. They would actually try and ban your account for a few hours or something like that, which has already happened with us once. I got, I think, something like, not console ban, but it's like a market ban on your account because they think you're a robot when actually you're just trying to trade, which is kind of stupid. I think it was like 3 or 4 hours where you can trade on the web app, which is kind of annoying, but I think it's a good thing to have in place, but most people that are cheating aren't going to do something stupid as just bidding on players or the. But we did actually get a lot of coins back off them investments, which you can still do now, you just won't get as much profit. Which I think's decent. I think a lot of the times in FIFA you get like, I think like 200-300 coins profit on some players if you're dealing in low overall golds or non-rare golds, but once you get a lot of coins or a lot of coins built up, you can start mass bidding on players, which is probably the best trading method I will give you, with like no risk investment at all, which I think is a good idea. As well as weekly and daily objectives is a good thing to get some coins. We've got a free kit there for actually doing one of them, and we came up against, this is pretty much the future of FUT Champions. These are the teams you're going to see all the time. So you can see by his team he's not very defensive, which I seen straight away as he had Gundogan, Eriksen and De Bruyne, which are all attacking players, which on attack he was brilliant, but on defence he was just terrible. So I don't know how long is actually left of the video, but what I'm going to do is end it here, and there might be a clip at the end, there might not be a clip at the end. But I've been Patterson, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.
I've been